Okay, welcome Jebel Ali. In this tutorial, we are going to build the racetrack for our Scratch Racer game. Okay, so make sure you are logged on. So you will see your username here if you are logged on, and then you're going to click just here to start creating your background for your Scratch racing game. So I'm going to click on create, and that will take you to the Scratch interface. And then you will see on the left hand side, you've got the block palette. In the center, you've got the black area. Just here, you've got the Scratch stage area, and down here, you'll see that you've got the sprites, and they're the characters that you're going to use to navigate or drive around or animate in your Scratch game. Okay, so first things first, we need to make sure this is very important that we are on the stage area because we're going to decorate this area behind our Scratch character. So make sure you are down here where it says stage. So you click on stage, and then you'll see you've got three tabs here. You've got code, sounds, and backdrop, and we need to be clicking on backdrop, and that will be able to start designing your backdrop, which will be your racetrack. So click on backdrops, and you'll see you have the backdrop decoration area. Now I'm just going to zoom out by clicking here on the zoom key. Click there once, and that way you can see all of your area that you're going to decorate. So what we're going to do first is fill the background in a solid color. Now, before that, we need to make sure we have changed our image to a bitmap. Now, the bitmap button is down here. So you need to click here. And that will enable you to fill that area in easily. So click on bitmap, and then you need to choose your color. So I'm going to click on the color here, and that will give you the picker tool. And I'm going to choose a green for grass. And then once you've chosen your color, you need to choose the fill tool. The fill tool is just here. That's the fill tool. And then once you've chosen your fill tool and you click on this area, it will turn green. And that is your backdrop colored in green. And you'll see on your stage area, the background has turned green. Next, we need to draw the road that our car will drive around. And now to do that, I'm going to use the paint tool. Now the paint brush tool is just here, and you're going to click on there. And now you must make sure you change the color because at the moment it's set to green, the grass that you created before. So I'm going to click on there, and I'm going to choose a nice gray color. Okay, so there's my gray color. Make it a little bit lighter. Next, we're going to change the size of our brush. We need to make it a little bit thicker. So this is the size tool here. At the moment it's set to 10, and I'm going to click on the up arrow until I get around about 80. And that is quite a wide brush, and you'll see that you might need to use that brush twice to make it even wider. So as you can see, when I put my mouse over my racetrack, you can see the size of my brush. Now at this point you need to be really careful. So I'm going to draw a track that goes around here, but I don't want to go over this green area and onto the gray area here, and that's outside the canvas. So click just at the top here and draw carefully a track that goes quite close. Now look, I've gone over there. If you make a mistake, you can press undo and then try again. So I'm going to draw around. Maybe those turns are a little bit sharp. Now it needs to be a little bit wider than that, so I'm going to draw another line around like that. So that will fill my road and make sure it's solid all the way around. And that is going to be my track. I might just round these sections a bit. So there is my racetrack. Now don't worry about the size of your cat because we're going to make our character, whichever one you use, a little bit smaller. So just make sure you're happy with your track. Again, make sure you don't go over the edge. You leave green grass all the way around. Okay, so that is my racetrack already. Now the final thing you need to do is give your game a name. So in here you can rename. Mine's called Untitled. Yours will be called Untitled, a number afterwards. So I'm just going to click on there and press backspace to delete, and I'm going to call it Scratch Race Game. And that is the end of the tutorial to set up your racetrack for your Scratch Race game, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. See you soon.